Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Sugirva sent Sushena with a great amount of Vanaras towards the west, and he describes all the places that they need to search in the west. As I told you before, he's moving in a clockwise direction. He started with east, then he went to south, then he went to west. Now he's finishing the circle by going towards the north. Now he has called Satabali, has invited him, and he initially praises Satabali, saying that you are a great man. You would be able to do a lot of things. You are a man with all those capabilities. He'll say all this stuff, and then he's saying, now you have to take 1 lakh Vanaras along with you, and your ministers, I know they are from the lineage of Yama, so you have to take them and then start towards north. And what you should do in north, he's saying you have to go through Vanadurgas, a lot of forts which are there in the midst of forests, and from there you have to search in the rivers, and from there you have to go into the mountains and to the middle parts of the mountains. And there he is talking about various countries which they would be encountering. So first is Mlecha, Pulinda, Surasena, Prasthala, Bharata, Kuru, Madraka, Kamboja, Yavana, Shaka, Bahlika, Rushika, Paurava, Tankana, China, probably he is referring to China here, Paramachina, Nihara, Varada, and then you search. After searching all these places, then you come down to Himat Parvata, and there also search for Sitama. And from there he is saying you have to go to Soma Ashrama and check the Kala Parvata which is situated over there. The Parvata is blue in color, and then once you cross Kala Parvata, you will see Sudarsana Parvata, and in Sudarsana Parvata you search every place, and from there you can move on to Devanakha. And in Devanakha you'd find wonderful birds. They are of different kinds. There on that mountain you find a lot of forests, a lot of deep valleys, and then you'll also find a lot of caves. Search in all these places. Once you cross that for 100 yojanas, you will not find anything. You would not find any rivers, any mountains, any trees. Nothing would be seen there. That's a Shunya Pradesha. You cross that. Once you cross that, you would see a wonderful place called Kailasa. Before you enter Kailasa, near Kailasa, you would see a wonderful building that's made by Vishwakarma. That is Kubera's building. Kubera would stay there, and then you would find a lot of Apsaras trees there, and Kubera lives in that place. From there, there are a lot of places near Kailasa. There are small mountains where you might find Sitama. You have to search all those mountains, all those caves near those mountains. After that, you have to go to the Krauncha Parvata. It's very tough. It has got a hole. You have to enter it very carefully. Many people say nobody can enter it, but then you have to go search there, and there again you would see Kailasa Parvata. So on Kailasa Parvata, lot of great souls will be there. So be very careful when you are going there. Again, go back to Krauncha Parvata, that huge Shikhara, check all the caves over there, all the cliffs over there, search everything. There you would find another mountain called Manasa. On this mountain there will not be any big trees. You would only see birds and even normal pranis, even devatas and rakshasas. None of them can go there. Once you cross Krauncha Parvata, you would go to Mainaka Parvata. This is the place where a Danava called Maya made a building for himself and he is living. Here you would see wonderful Kimpurusha Stris. You have to search all these places. After that, when you cross, you would go to an ashrama where you would find a lot of siddhas. In those siddhas, you would find again Vaikhanasas, Valakilyas, normal siddhas, everyone would be there. Go there, prostrate to them and ask them if they have seen Sitama. Be very careful, be very obedient to these people. That's what he's saying. And after that, he's saying, once you cross this, you would see a lake. That is the lake that belongs to the Vaikhanasas. In this lake, you would be finding lotuses which are in golden color. They are actually made of gold. And you would also see wonderful swans over here. Be very careful again, search every place. Here, to this particular lake, Kubera's elephant, that's called a Sarvabhauma, that would come along with its female elephants to that place, so be careful. Once you cross this place, you would see only the sky, nothing else would be seen to you. Here you would find a place energized by a lot of tapas. You can go to that place. After that, once you cross that place, you will see a river called Shailoda, and then on both sides of this river you would find a lot of bamboo trees, and then you would also find like rafts made of bamboo, and these would help the siddhas cross the rivers. And once you cross that, you would find Uttara Kurudesha, and then you would find thousands of rivers over there. This place looks very, very rich. Search these golden rivers. You would see golden mountains also there. Be very careful. Search here, and you would find great wealth in this place. You would find a lot of women and men there, and you would find a lot of different types of food here. The women here are very, very soft, very, very intelligent, very, very God fearing, and you would see that here Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Siddhas, Nagas, Vidyadharas, all of them would be, with these women over here. People have done a lot of punya. That's why they came. They were able to go there, and they are interested in these women, and they would be leading their lives very, very happily here. This is a place where you'd always listen smiles. You'd always listen good music. People are always happy. Here you would not find a soul which is not happy. Here, someone who is bad can't even enter. Everyone who is here, their qualities would improve on a daily basis. Once you cross this, you would see the Northern Sea. In the middle of this, you would be seeing Somagiri. And here, the Devas who come from Indraloka and Brahmaloka, they come here and they come and see the beauty of this wonderful Somagiri. And here, even when there is no sun, you would always have light. So this is a very, very interesting place. And once you cross this, you would see the Ekadasha Rudramurti, or Bhagavan Shiva himself, and then you would also see Brahmadeva's place over here. And after this, once you complete this Uttara Kurudesha, you should not go further any north. No, not even Devas would go on to Somagiri. Once you see Somagiri, come back, and if you find something that I have not told, you come back and report to me about the new place that you have seen. But in all these places that I have described, you have to first go and search for Sitama, and you have to come back in 1 month. If you are able to succeed in this, we would have succeeded in our word that we gave to Sri Ramachandra. And I hope that you would be successful in this activity. You would come back and take the prize I give you, and you would be happy along with your families and your wife. Saying this, he sends them towards the northern direction. After this, Sugriva does something very, very interesting. Now, look at the amazing strength of Sugriva, the amount of knowledge he has as a Vanara. A man with this amount of knowledge also fell prey to materialistic pleasures of life. That's a different story. But for this moment, let us respect the amount of knowledge that this Vanara has, the amount of love he has for Sri Ramachandra, and the amount of Ramakarya that this Sugriva is doing. I'm amazed by the knowledge that Sugriva displays here, and I'm sure you also would have seen this for 4 episodes. You have been seeing the amazing knowledge of Sugriva, not just as even Sri Ramachandra himself is surprised. Well, how does Sri Ramachandra ask that question? What is Sugriva's response? That probably we'll see in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, sarvam sukhi sai smrha swam charanarvinda arpanamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.